bottom line, everybody was excited and looking forward to kicking off the volleyball season today.
It's like Christmas in a way. We're off and running in 2026. We spoke of the new libero. I know Cruz. She gets a start for Dawn Sullivan, a transfer from Evansville. Here she is on the serve. There she is on cue. Defensively, near pin. Back throw attack, and it works well for Kennedy Adair.
That was executed perfectly. You go to one of those returning players we just touched on, the senior, the local kid. Adair out of Macomb, her first swing of the night, crushes it to tie us at 1.
Here's her sister on the serve.
All right, so early, first game of the season, first couple of serves for Western Illinois have been off the mark, so that's something that the Leatherbacks will want to address moving forward the rest of the way.
Zoe Matias Lopez. Set by Boss, a good one, terminated.
So you can tell early, Western Illinois, they want to go to their senior, Adair. She rips it down the line. She's played in over 60 games in her career. She's off to a good start today.
Dunked right down one hand by Nina Mendovic. The junior setter from Serbia gets her first point.
Heads up play by her. She kind of noticed there was nobody really in her area and was able to catch Western Illinois asleep.
Part of the Serbian national team at the Under-22 European Championships a couple years back. Nina Mendovic. Second season now with Missouri.
That was a good serve by Felder. Let's see if she goes back to that zone. She does.
They go outside. Cruz alerts. Back row, Felder pushes it, and it works.
So first back row attack we've seen from Mizzou today, and what a start for Felder. She got the ace a moment ago, angled that one perfectly towards the corner. Mizzou with its biggest lead in this opening set.
Yeah, limited playing time a year ago for Paige Felder, just 16 matches in her freshman campaign. So far, though, to your point, up to a really good start today.
Well, you can tell the game plan up to this point for Mizzou, they are targeting the senior Kennedy Adair. They want to make her spend as much energy as possible. They've served it to her every time.
Exhibit C.
As Felder continues the hot hand.
They go back to her on a good back set. Tails does go too long, but it's off the tip.
Good swing there by the sophomore Georgia Haynes. Her first swing in this one. She went high hands and got it. Feels like a big point early for Western Illinois.
Madeline Norden, the senior from Iowa, who has spent, including this season, all 4 years at Western Illinois. Had a huge spike in games a season ago compared to seeing just 5 games as a freshman, 2 as a sophomore. She had 30 in 2025. Using some hands. Jalen Koyak.
It's a beautiful pass on the outside, one of the longer passes that we've seen so far up to this point. Easier said than done as the lead continues to grow for Mizzou.
First chance for the freshman, Eva Smith at the service line. Norden, a good set and a good finish as well by Estes.
Great job by the senior. Estes, again, one of the returning players, had over 100 kills a season ago. Even though she is a blocker, she's not afraid to cut it loose. That's her first kill today.
Ideally, last year, she would have liked that hitting percentage to have been a little bit better, 222 in 2025. This one sneaks in there.
So So 11 next, they go back to her. So back-to-back swings for Estes. So she's got the hot hand. Let's see if they want to stick with this. But look, beautiful pass, setting her up perfectly. Goes right into the teeth of the defense for the kill.
On the slide, that's a great dig. Adair. Here's her sister. Back row, Felder. Corey takes flight and puts it down.
So it starts with a dig on this rally, the longest rally that we've had. Beautiful dig by Kennedy Adair, keeps it going, and the freshman Corey with her first kill of her career.
Mundevich back to Finney. Missouri lost, that's going to happen. Seeing a loss of freshmen as a sophomore in big programs like Mizzou, like an SEC talent, you get to be the understudy for the first couple of years. Junior, senior season, for the most part, it's go time. That's a good serve. At the bounce, and there's the denial. Finney and Koya.
What a sequence from Finney. This has been her strength, her defense, and she glides over to a left there, taxing for the block. Great start for her in the opening set.
They go through the middle with Finney again. The good sequence continues for her.
Boy, it really does. Dawn Sullivan told us they really worked on her offense in the offseason, and she's been able to display it here in the opening set already. A couple kills, largest lead for the Tigers in set one.
Back for Koyan, who finds an open gap back row.
Placed it perfectly on that back row. Nobody really in the area for Western Illinois. And the hot start continues for Mizzou.
6-point edge in the opening set. Ainhoa Cruz hits the deck. Back for the Argentine. She joins the party.
The Tigers.
Lobaglio and company. Lobaglio again.
Nicely done by Lobaglio in the middle. She's been everywhere, setting up passes, a couple blocks. Made that one look smooth and easy.
She's got some international experience herself with the national team in Argentina. They placed 9th at the World Championships, 2nd in South American Championships. There's an ace by Mendevich.
And Mizzou has aggressively attacked that particular zone. It hasn't really mattered who's been in that zone, but that's been the game plan for Mizzou, and it is working in a big way.
It's work.
Static with the number of aces already up to this point, and again, aggressively in that back right corner, attacking that one zone, and not broken, don't have anything to fix, so let's see if they continue to serve in that particular spot.
What's that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
And it's clearly not broke.
And again, it all just starts with a serve, and Western Illinois just in scramble mode almost immediately, and essentially a free ball for Kuyon, who just hammers it for the easy kill.
No free ball this time around, still the point though. Lobaglio and Finney on the combo.
What an opening set for those two. Tag teaming for the block. Everything going the way for Mizzou early in this one. That is block number 3 already as the lead continues to build for Mizzou.
Norden goes middle, Felder there. Tipped over, Finney wanted it and touched the net in the process.
Yeah, Vanderbeek had a long way to go. A lot of ground to cover, and eventually ended up touching the net. Easy point awarded to Western Illinois. So this is where the Leathernecks have struggled. A couple of serving errors. Looking for anything to build momentum.
Koya!
What a beautiful pass this was. Setting it up on the outside to your freshman out of Turkey. He's one of the players Mizzou is hoping transitions and steps up in a big way. Coming over from Turkey in her freshman season. Made that look easy.
Double-digit kills so far, Missouri as a whole in the opening set. Joust at the net, Lobagno came up short.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but it got the points for Corey and Western Illinois. Rolled across the top of the tape and was able to fall down.
At times the tape can be your worst enemy, at times it can be your best friend.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was very friendly that time for the Leathernecks.
Loss on the service. Overcooked it.
So when Western Illinois, when they have missed their serves, they have missed long. So they're trying to be aggressive, serving with a little bit of velocity, and they just haven't been able to capitalize yet.
Off the touch, they get a point back. That's exactly what Mari Silva, head coach for Western Illinois, told us in the Zoom call. She said, hey, if we're going to miss our serves, we're going to miss long. We're not afraid.
And that's a learning experience for the freshman on the back row. She couldn't make up her mind. Do I want to go after or let it go? Big point for Western Illinois.
Look at the Puerto Rican. Vandevic there to help. Felder the free ball. Back set. Felder and Smith. They go far side this time. Lobagno has to go. Cross-court perfection.
What a shot. But again, chalk it up to the beautiful dig right there. The position we touched on. Cruz with a start at libero. Keeps it alive, and Labaglio splits the defenders on the back row. Her opening monster set continues.
Speaking of libero, Zoe Matias Lopez. Pancake somehow, we're still going. Joust at the net. And a block to finish it.
So Smith in for the first time. The freshman out of Durham, North Carolina, gets in on the action. Got a standing ovation by those Mizzou fans. It's over 3 blocks in set 1 for the Tigers.
Haynes has to go, Lopez alert. And pushed over by Nanda. They go near pin. Strong, Felder gets the kill.
Excellent shot by Felder. Sophomore out of Utah. Smooth and easy swing there. And it's been a pretty balanced attack so far in the opening set for Mizzou.
Second kill of still the morning for Felder. Ainhoa Cruz. Georgia Haynes to transfer. And a violation that goes against WIU.
First violation against Western Illinois in the opening set, so Mizzou on the verge of capturing set number 1.
Set point, Missouri. Zoe Matias Lopez will try and end the opening set from the line. Mandevich on the sliding freshman. Free ball, Missouri. Mandevich back, Smith. Still playing. Perfectly placed by Zoe Matias Lopez.
What a way to secure the opening set. It looked like Western Illinois was going to get the points, and Matias Lopez, right place, right time, keeps it going, and it's capped off to secure set number 1. Mizzou off to a good start at home over Western Illinois.
Not too bad for 11 a.m. I'm sure a couple of students skipped classes. I would if I were still in school. Set number 2 off and running with a point for Western Illinois, and it comes through the middle by way of Audrey Pender in her 2nd season.
It's a good start for the Leathernecks. Pender only 7 games last year, and then injured, missed all of last season after that moment, so you know she's got to be excited to be back.
Couple of good digs, Felder trying to terminate.
That was a good look for Kennedy Adair. Trying to rip it down the line, slightly missed her mark, tied at 1. You see her reaction keep going. That was a good pass in system. She would just love a do-over. I'm sure she's going to get several more opportunities the rest of the way.
Back row, that's a block, formed by 3.
So the blocks haven't been an issue at all. Now over 4 for Mizzou. Look at this. There's a golden brick wall, front and center. Defense has been outstanding for Mizzou.
And you had your entire front line. You just went with Smith that time around. The back middle, they feed her and she delivers.
So she has the hot hand. She has been phenomenal today. Look at that, 5 players with multiple kills. She's a part of that, but right now she's got the hot hand, and Missouri continues to feed her.
Oh, that's beautiful. Powered down by Georgia Haynes.
So the first kill in the opening set belonged to Georgia Haynes, and then she really didn't play a lot after that. So this is her first swing in set 2, and she says, I'm gonna make you remember me, as she just hammers that down the line.
Sophomore campaign for Haynes. Didn't play last season at the University of Portland. Now in her first year at Western Illinois. The freshman gets denied momentarily. Felder. Felder off the bump set. Doesn't get the call.
Felder tried to go high hands there. And good job by Western Illinois players of the net to lay off and resist it. Misses long. And a much better start here for the Leathernecks in set 2.
Honest with me. You really got to trust your player, and the player's got to trust the coach as he's going to initiate the challenge.
And again, that's a first-year head coach, first-time head coach, so they're still working on team chemistry and flow throughout the course of the game.
Mizzou on the slide, even Smith, powerful, gets the kill.
The slide attack has been there almost every time this morning for Mizzou. Here's the freshman, Ava Smith. Just destroys this volleyball. Nicely done for Smith.
Part of an athletic family, Ava Smith, the freshman from North Carolina. Her sister, Lainey, plays at the University of North Carolina. She plays some volleyball. She's in her junior season. And you got her sister, Zoe, a freshman at Appalachian State, also playing some ball.
Well, Coach Sullivan described her, the word she used to describe her is beast, and she has played like that this morning.
I love that word, by the way.
the wide gap between the two teams as far as hitting percentage goes.
Felder, miscommunication, braces the net, somehow still goes over. Back row attack softly tipped, and Ainhoa Cruz short to get there. Initially, Missouri got bailed out on that miscommunication.
They did, and then you got to give credit to Western Illinois sticking with it. So first time really we've seen this particular spot on the floor. Campfire, donut, whatever you want to call it, dropped in perfectly for the easy kill for Western Illinois.
Madeline Norden, cross-court serve. Felder hammers one down. Norden racing, falls to the deck. Out Lutzel rather.
That was a rocket off the right hand of the sophomore Felder. Well, she'll have a chance to serve it away here.
Bump set, far pin. Near side this time, two-handed push by Koya out of Turkey.
Yeah, good job by her. The push, angled it perfectly, got it off the side of the block. 6-point lead for Mizzou.
Mandevic. Lopez there, the Turkey native again. She's got back-to-back kills.
Just makes it look smooth and easy, doesn't she? Like she's barely breaking a sweat out there. Just kind of glides all over the floor.
Here she goes again. Not as easy this time around, though.
Yeah, good. This is freshman against freshman, and Corey out of Miami, Florida, with an outstanding job. Hand straight up in the air. One of the rare blocks today for the Leathernecks.
They try her again. Back to her usual self.
I love how they go right back to the freshman. So previous swing, you get stuffed at the nets. We're going to go right back to you because that's how much confidence we have in you. And she rewards Dawn Sullivan and her staff.
Not too long ago, got to play, represent Turkey at the European Youth Summer Olympic Festival. They made it all the way to the championship, and they won the whole thing. They won gold at the event, and now she gets to celebrate an ace.
Another ace, and that time it was miscommunication with the freshman Corey. Not on the same page, but look at the aces. 6 already for Mizzou.
Eight-point edge in the second set for the Tigers. Fennessy keeps it up. Mandevic, the free ball. Far side pin. Fennessy there. Mandevic as well, but it won't matter. Len's out of bounds.
Great job on the outside. So this is one of your returners, somebody with a lot of experience. The junior out of Warsaw, Indiana, goes right to the block and wins that matchup.
Hillary Estes on the service line, the senior from Missouri. Back for Corey, she got rejected. Fennessy there.
Fennessy is making the most of her opportunity. She should be all smiles because she has been electric today, getting it done defensively, right place, right time. Largest lead in set 2 for Mizzou.
Mandevic was trying to get some shades of Soy Matias Lopez. Couldn't quite reel it in, though.
So that is the first serving error against Mizzou in this one. Again, trying to go to that same spot down the line in that back right corner.
Have the service aces for them been the most impressive part about their offense and just in general about Mizzou's play?
I just think it's how balanced everything has been. You got the aces. spread out offensively. Then your defense has made some blocks as well.
Baglio, the intention was cross court. Didn't quite work for the Argentine.
Well, she went high hands and just put too much on it. A rare misfire for Mizzou.
Jalea Boss misfires herself.
And that's been an area that has given Western Illinois fits. That is the 5th serving error on the Leathernecks.
Pushed over. Mandovic keeps it in. Not for long, though. Puerto Rican there. Another try to the middle, and Audrey Pender pays off.
Good job by her. Kind of survey that back row, see where all those gold jerseys are. Notice nobody was in the back left corner. Takes advantage of it. It's nicely done for the sophomore out of Rogers, Arkansas.
I always find it so impressive. Here's the newcomer from Evansville on the serve. And a block.
So this has been here essentially all morning for Mizzou. As it starts with Baglio, she has been sensational. Just seeing the floor at a very high level right now.
5th block of the morning, now early afternoon for Baglio. Felder cross court. It was supposed to be a free ball. A little bit more complicated, though. Gets the point.
It was. She was backpedaling, pushed it over, just got it across the nets, but it was in just a tough and tricky location for Western Illinois, and nobody could really handle it.
That's impressive when you have the ease and you're so calm, so even in a tough situation that you're put, you still deliver. Back for Baglio. Surprise, surprise, no one was waiting, and Jalea Boss took advantage.
One of the rare times we've seen Western Illinois catch Mizzou asleep. The sophomore setter out of Frisco, Texas. Heads up play by her, nicely done.
One of the key pieces last season for Western Illinois. 26 matches in 2025. Averaged just over 4 assists % last year.
That time a change of pace for Mizzou. Looped it over the block. And just out of the reach of the libero for Western Illinois.
Here's Zoe Matias Lopez. Koyan. Trying to take advantage on the free ball. Koyan there. Felder has a go. Dug up. Back row attack, softer than expected, and it works. Another surprise. A little change-up that's been working in the last couple rallies.
It has. Nice little roll shot here from the back row. Get middle of the floor. That time it was open against that Mizzou defense. Western Illinois hanging around, trying to make things interesting. Midway point of set number 2.
Still a long way to go, down by 8. Harley Lane, the Missouri native. Eva Smith calling for it. Out wide, though. Back-to-back points for the visitors.
I like going to the freshman. It was their good opportunity. But again, this is her first game of her college career, so these reps will do nothing but benefit her the rest of the way.
They skip her, they go with Felder. She had a couple of those reps a year ago as a freshman. Felder in 16 matches. Now as a sophomore, she's looking much more comfortable.
That's all of her hard work in the off season. It was a design play to her. She cashes in.
Overpass, taking advantage.
And chalk this one up to the serving for Mizzou. It has just been tough all day long, and it just has been putting the Leathernecks in such a tricky spot.
Through the middle, the freshman Smith again. Another good serve by Felder. She's been on it tonight. Koyan as well. Back-to-back points for her.
Yeah, this time received the pass. Look how stoic she is. Just goes about her business. Always calm and in control.
Just another day in the office. And another ace for Felder.
So Western Illinois, they are putting so many different players and combinations in that particular zone of the floor. It doesn't really matter who's been there. Missouri is taking advantage of that particular zone.
Just notched a career-high 5th service ace, Paige Felder. Eva Smith, well dug out though in the back row by Adair. And it won't matter, a violation against Western Illinois.
So will that trend continue? But Leathernecks just trying to play at a consistent level from start to finish.
I'll have an answer for you in a couple seconds. The Puerto Rican laying out, and the answer is yes.
So how about that 3 sets in a row where the Leathernecks have grabbed the opening points. See if they can build off of this one. They have not had a lead bigger than 2.
Through the middle. Finnessy got a good slam on it, got some points.
All she's done is make plays today in a variety of ways. Again, only 14 games in her career coming into this one. And she has been excellent.
Her first year at the college level as a freshman, didn't play a single minute, a single set, a single match. Limited playing time a year ago as well.
Good job by Haynes. Haynes did everything there. She had to locate the volleyball, figure out where their net was, and she was able to hit it across in time, but then she told the referee, hey, that should be a violation against Mizzou, and it was. So she did like 4 things there on that one sequence.
Multitasker at its finest. And an ace. We talked about Mizzou getting a lot of aces because they have. It's been more service errors for the most part for Western Illinois. This time a different story from Hausblitzel.
But the bigger thing, they're building off positive plays. This is their largest lead today, as that was their first ace as well. And that's just got to be the frustrating thing. You follow it up with a service error. Those are things that will drive a coach crazy.
Is there such thing as getting a little bit too excited after you finally break through the ace column and then?
I mean, I'm sure you got the adrenaline rolling, but as long as you make a mistake and you're being aggressive, I think a coach can live with that.
Too strong. Back-to-back points for the Tigers.
Boy, it was there. That was a big opportunity. Pinder just hit it a little bit too strong. Tied at 3.
Back set for Georgia. The middle of freshman. Can't get past the net, though.
Just to miss it by Smith. Punched that one directly into the nets. when you look at the hitting percentage, that has not happened very often at all for Mizzou today. They're still hitting above 500 as a team.
Yeah, and much less for Smith, who's been phenomenal. Felder as well. She finds some hands and finds an open spot.
Felder's been incredible today. That was just an absolute rocket. Crushed it. She's approaching double-digit kills.
Former Utah 2A Player of the Year in back-to-back occasions in her high school career. Koyan unloads.
Match high, 11 kills. Good luck trying to stop this.
Koyan again, back-to-back points.
So she very clearly has the hot hand. Mizzou 2 times in a row, they've gone to her, and why not? She's hitting at almost an 800 clip. Match high, 12 kills.
Scrappy, but it worked to get it over the net. Now the overpass. Pushed over, flying out of the rack. Felder the free ball. Koyan rejected, so Matias Lopez there, but not for much longer. Probably one of our better sequences tonight from both sides.
It is for sure one of the longest rallies that we've had. Cruz with a Superman dive to keep things going for Mizzou. And then you got to give credit to Western Illinois. Kuyan has had the hot hand that time. The Leathernecks get the huge block.
Now they get the service error.
That's been the thorn in the side. That's now 7 total serving errors.
Harley Lane, the guilty party that time, will pave the way for Eva Smith at the line. They go near pin, and Felder can't handle it. A good hit by Kennedy Adair.
That was a good hit. This match started, Western Illinois, they fed the senior Kennedy Adair like 2 or 3 times in a row. And then haven't really gone to her as much in sets 2, but let's see if they get her involved in set 3.
Good service as well. Koyan trying to go cross court. And the setter Mandevich finds an open seam that donut.
Nobody for Western Illinois communicated on that sequence, and Mandevich said, all right, we capitalize on this, and boy did she. Nice play by her.
She gets a chance from behind the line at the service line. From the back row, Ainhoa Cruz. Cruz the bump set. Koyan the target, scooped up by Adair. Not for much longer though.
She just has such a violent swing. Just is able to unload and put so much on it. It's just extremely difficult to try to stop.
Koyan overcooked it.
Yeah, trying to angle it towards the back corner. Too much on it. Leathernecks pulled to within 2.
I want to say within the first 10 points, this is about as close as a set as we've gotten so far this morning and now afternoon.
It has been, and the Leathernecks at one point they had a 2-point lead, their biggest lead today.
They skip Finney. They go with Koyan does Missouri. They attack through the middle. Mandevich was alert. Over by Lobaglio. Another chance, the Puerto Rican to the floor. They skip Finney, Lobaglio again, who terminates.
What a shots for Lobaglio. With 2 defenders in the area, it doesn't matter, because that was an absolute missile.
Bump set for Hablitzel. To the floor, Koyan. Felder. It's just missile after missile at this point for the hosts. Attendance, it was 2,400 for Missouri soccer team, the first game at home this season. But then a couple days after, I saw that game that you're referencing, and I was like, wow, okay, they got a lot more fans.
It was like 26,000.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Here is Boz after Western Illinois got the first point after the timeout. Paige Felder elevates to the expense of Adair.
Really like the game of Felder. She's just playing at such a high level right now. Hitting almost 600. That's kill number 9 for her. She has been an absolute weapon in force today for Mizzou.
Here she is again. There she goes. That's back-to-back.
Second player on the floor now with double-digit kills. That time just split the defenders in that corner.
Bump set far pin, and it doesn't work the way Hablitz will have wanted it to. Mishit it entirely. For tonight, now you don't. You get to watch some more volleyball for Mizzou.
That's right. Not only tonight, but all weekend long here at the Howard Center.
Nothing like 2-a-days, not in practice anymore, but now in games to really get your season rolling.
And visiting with all the head coaches, that was one of the comments that every coach said, we're just looking forward to playing somebody else. You can only practice against or have so many scrimmages in the offseason for so much.
It gets boring after a while. Caduce to Felder, and Felder to the scoreboard. 17-8.
I really don't know how you slow this down. It's just in system, in stride, on target, on time. That was a rocket.
I just don't know how you slow down Felder, period. 11 kills tonight. Heading 6-11. They go with the Argentine, who provides another spark.
Yeah, went off the side of the block and down. So she is definitely 6 feet tall, so Mizzou has been able to take advantage of that today.
And now they take advantage of the ace by the newcomer.
So remember, Mizzou trailed at one point by 2 in this set, which was the biggest lead for Western Illinois at any point today. And then the Tigers have just seized the momentum. Biggest lead in set 3 for Mizzou.
Too strong that time, off the hands of Kennedy.
2-level Joplin, Missouri.
Noah Cruz. Whistle blown. It's because of a violation. And Western Illinois celebrates.
I think Mizzou is out of system on that, as Coach Sullivan didn't see it, realize it. She just got the explanation from the referee, so not putting much of an argument up.
First time it's happened for Missouri, and that's really good considering it's the first game of the season.
Right.
With pretty much a brand new team. There's an ace though for the visitors, and Hal Blitzel credited with it.
I think for Mizzou, is just Coach Sullivan, the communication has been really well. Defense has been there. Serving has been sharp. Just a lot to be pleased with in this one.
Felder there to it first. Robaglio the free ball. And another whistle.
Yeah, so this is a double contact, and look, it helps when you're up 2-0 and you have a 9-point lead, but Coach Sullivan starting to get a little bit frustrated. This is the biggest run today for Western Illinois. This is a 3-0 run.
Millie Bauer on the floor for the first time tonight. They skip her and they go with Felder, who's been excellent all morning/afternoon long.
All right, so how do you snap out of a 3-0 deficit? Just give it to Felder. Says, don't worry, guys, I got this. Sets it up perfectly, tattoos it on the ground. Her big day continues.
Unreal, 12 kills for the sophomore. Hitting well over 600. 5 service aces as well to go along with it, and 6 digs. Sierra Dudley, first time she's in. There goes the setter to Felder, of course. Free ball by Ulatowski, the libero. Grace O'Reilly gets her first touches. Bauer rejected. Well done by Pender. O'Reilly trying to go across score. We're still playing. Phenomenal dig, Hal Blitzel, and a hard-fought point for Western Illinois.
They were pumped after that one, and they should be, because you got O'Reilly, as you alluded to. So this is her first time on the floor on the outside, but she's also a lefty, so it's a different look, different spin coming right at you, and the Leathernecks did a very good job of handling that on that sequence.
Dudley to the floor, Felder rather. Ader has to go, Cruz alert. Back for O'Reilly. Scooped up well back row. Pender keeps it in. Point Missouri. Who else but Felder?
It's one of the rare times that she has kind of been met at the net today, and she still is able to come out on top of that matchup.
Nicely done, a little change up through the middle, Maria Eduarda Tonella.
Well, she didn't hit it as sharply as she wanted to, but just got enough of it. The junior out of Brazil, played JUCO ball in New Mexico.
Alicia Perez, for the first time, will get a chance to serve the UIC transfer. After a bit of a delay, hold up in the process.
I think it's a sub issue. Trying to get Carly Lane in the game for the first time, and she will have to wait. Hey, Okay, so look, it's the first game of the season. still trying to get in midseason form in all aspects.
Even the coaches, it happens. Better for it to happen now than when real play comes around in that conference for both of these teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Western Illinois, their conference play right around the same time as the SEC conference opener, late September. Western Illinois, September 25th against SEMO. OVC, they like to go back-to-back in conference games. SEC did that for a while post-COVID. Now has shifted out of that.
Boy, Missouri, I know you're not a player from any school, but from a broadcasting standpoint, just a personal standpoint, do you have a preference? Back-to-back games? Or a game break in between like SEC's doing right now where they play usually Friday and then Sunday?
At the time, I get it. Post-COVID, it also helps with travel budget and all that, but if you
this might be another example of the fact that it's the first game of the season again. All set to go though.
Both teams made a handful of substitutions there.
Still Missouri with match point. Dug up by Latowski, keeping this game alive.